Hello all, myself Professor TGS, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Mysore. So I will be dealing with the lecturing sessions on the laboratory experiments related to mechanical measurements and metrology lab for the third semester and fourth semester mechanical engineering students. So we are going to deal with the experiment number 3, that is calibration of micrometer. What is micrometer actually? So a micrometer is a instrument which is considered for the measurement of the diameter of thin wire as well as the thickness of sheet metals, just like the other measuring instruments like vernier calipers as such. So here micrometer is studied to understand the measurement of a particular object very accurately, that is precisely. So in this experiment we are going to deal with the title calibration of micrometer. So as the title itself states, calibration of micrometer, so that itself becomes the aim of the experiment, that is to calibrate the given micrometer using slip gauge standards. So in order to perform this particular operations, we need different apparatus such as the micrometer, which is to be calibrated, followed by the slip gauges, which are taken as the references to calibrate the micrometer. So now we shall take up the description on the construction and detailing of micrometer. So this is the constructional detail of a micrometer here. So we can see the U-shaped frame which consists of different components and the naming is mentioned as here. So this is number 1, that is anvil in the micrometer. Then this U-shaped frame is called as the frame or the supporting structure. Next, the point number 3 is the spindle which is in the micrometer. Next comes the complete barrel, which is considered to be point number 4, followed by the thimble, that is point number 5 here. This particular portion is called as thimble. Next, 6, that is lock nut, followed by 7, the vernier scale on the barrel. So this is the barrel upon which there will be segments which are considered to be the scales for the measurement, and that scale is called as vernier scale, and followed by the number of divisions on the thimble, that is represented using the number 8 here, and at the end, that point number 9, that is the ratchet stop. So this is the constructional detail of a micrometer. So in order to give another brief instance of micrometer is that we have already studied micrometer straight away from the second PUC level or at the first semester of engineering aspect. Now we are going to look at the actual micrometer which is to be considered for the study here. This is the micrometer. Here this is the anvil, this is the spindle, this is the frame, this is the barrel which has the number of readings or scales here, and this is the thimble, and this is the ratchet stop, as well as a member which is considered here, which is nothing but the locking nut. So this is the actual micrometer which is to be calibrated in this particular experiment. To start with the experiment, let us consider this particular micrometer in the initial condition. Here in the initial condition, the micrometer should be considered for various other aspects before starting its calibration. Point number 1 is that the axis of spindle and the anvil should be made such that it lies along the same axis, followed by the correction factor. Here the scale reading is considered to be 0. That means to say that the micrometer is ready for its consideration of calibration here. So here, in order to calibrate this particular micrometer, let us take the consideration of 2 slip gauges, one measuring 1.5 mm thickness, another measuring 1 mm thickness. So totally, when we take these 2 slip gauges, it accounts for 2.5 millimeter. So now we are going to gauge or calibrate the micrometer such that the thickness of 2.5 millimeter is obtained from the micrometer. Now let us start calibrating the micrometer using the slip gauges, which is accounting for 2.5 millimeter thickness. So here we have to ensure that these 2 slip gauges which has been considered here are up properly and positioned within the anvil and the spindle in the micrometer
firmly so that it accounts for its measurement of its thickness. So we have to place the slip gauge between the anvil and spindle, and we have to rotate the thimble such that the slip gauges fixes firmly between the spindle and anvil. Once it is fixed, the lock nut is to be considered for locking the entire unit here so that the slip gauges doesn't go beyond. Now it is time for the measurement of the scale here. So in measurement of scale, we can observe neatly here that the 5 number of divisions are visible in the main scale reading, that is in the barrel. So each number of divisions will accountable into 0.5 mm of its consideration. So hence in the barrel it is 5 divisions. So and in the thimble, that is the reading available on the thimble, 0 is coinciding with the exact center line. So considering these values, we are now going to calculate the value of the thickness which is being given by the micrometer to that of the value of slip gauge's thickness which is taken as reference.
Let us go with the calculation part for the calibration of micrometer. So here, this is the tabular column which is to be considered during the calculation. So the first one is the slip gauge reading, which is being considered in millimeters, that is taken to be reference as A. Next is main scale reading, which is the scale reading considered based on the number of divisions identified on the barrel. So here we take the consideration of MSR into mm by considering the number of divisions identified on the barrel multiplied by 0.5, which gives the value in millimeter. So in the experiment we had identified 5 number of divisions. So when we consider the 5 number of divisions into millimeter, we have to multiply it by 5 into 0.5, so that we are going to get 2.5 millimeter. Followed by the coinciding head scale division. This is the coinciding range wherein the number of divisions on the thimble coincides with the divisions or the reading which is present in the head main scale. So here in the experiment we identified the 0 being the coinciding with the head main scale reading, hence the value remains 0 here. And we get the value of the micrometer, calibration of micrometer will be taken with respect to the letter B, and the letter B refers to main scale reading in mm plus coinciding head scale divisions into least count. So least count is defined as the distance moved per rotation of thimble to the total number of divisions on the thimble. With the experimentation, for the experimentation purpose, the micrometer what we have taken leads to the distance per rotation of thimble is 0.5, followed by the number of divisions is 50. Hence, the least count of the calibrated micrometer is 0.01 millimeter. So this least count should be multiplied with the coinciding head scale division, that is CHSD, in calculating the value for B. This value of B is the thickness which is being derived out of the micrometer by considering the slip gauges what we have taken as reference. So we can see the specimen calculation for trial 1 here. A is the 2.5 millimeter thickness of slip gauge what we have taken, followed by B, MSR. So number of divisions was considered to be 5 here, and that 5 is multiplied by 0.5, and followed by the CHSD is 0, and anything multiplied by 0 remains 0. Hence, the value of B remains 2.5 millimeter. So considering the error here, the standard taken is 2.5 millimeter, the value obtained is 2.5 millimeter, hence the error becomes 0. Percentage error as usual 0. Similarly, we have identified one more trial for 5.1 millimeter thickness of slip gauge as reference. Here, the number of divisions was identified to be 10. Hence, MSR becomes 10 into 0.5, that is 5 millimeter. The CHSD, that is coinciding head scale division, was accountable for number 11, and hence, in order to go with the identification of B here, that is 10 into 0.5 plus 11 into 0.01. That leads to 5.11. So the error identified here is 0.01 and the percentage is 1%. So this number of trials will be considered for the calibration graph here. Along the x-axis we are going to take the standard considered is A, and along the y-axis we are going to take the standard, the value calculated B. So on consideration with A and B, there will be a graph plotted, and to comment with that, the result states the
given micrometer is calibrated using the slip gauges given. Thank you.